Welcome to Star Wars Day. Welcome to Tuesday Travel Chat. I'm one of your hosts, Julia.
And I'm your other host, Bob.
Today we have with us Bruce Livingston from Disney, and we have Kim Roloff from Go Travel on the ground in Disney Springs. But Bob, first, shall we get to the news?
Let's get to the news right now. Okay, in a sign of preparation for returning to cruises, Port Canaveral here in Florida just began vaccinating workers and crew members of ships that are in port. That's a good sign of getting ready to start their first revenue cruises, hopefully by the middle of July. So we're hoping for that.
Super exciting. Lots of
very exciting news. It's a start. So ships get there, we'll get in. All right. Europe is expected to open in 4 to 6 weeks to Americans who are fully vaccinated with any of the 3 vaccines that are allowed here in the United States: the Pfizer, the Moderna, or the Johnson & Johnson. Ursula von der Leyen, who is the president of the European Commission, has indicated that they expect full access travel for all vaccinated U.S. travelers beginning end of May, beginning of June, which is
and exciting. I might add that we're now having 2 weeks full of news because we were not on air last week.
Yes.
So there has been so much happening with cruises and with Europe. Before, we already knew that Greece was opening, but now it's looking more and more countries are coming out, and really positive news in the world of travel for this summer.
Yes, and Greece opens in about a week officially.
It's already open.
Well, that's right. It is, isn't it?
They just did it.
They changed it. Yes. Why don't they tell me these things? I have to call Greece and complain.
Exactly.
Okay, and Carnival, in a very good sign, Carnival, Vista, and the Breeze have returned to their home port of Galveston to again begin getting ready with vaccines for the crew, getting prepped to sail with revenue cruises for guests. So Galveston welcomed them back with a wonderful party on Sunday, and we're all excited. We're waiting for Port Canaveral and Miami and Fort Lauderdale and New York and New Jersey and Los Angeles and Seattle, all to be able to welcome their home-ported ships back to their port.
Bring it on. Bring it on. What else, Bob? I know that Michael Bailey came out with some news.
Michael Bailey came out with a report. He says, as you may remember from our previous reports, Royal Caribbean is going to be sailing from the Bahamas, Bermuda, and from Barbados. And they are very excited about the response to those sailings. Barbados will have 2 itineraries. There'll be 2 itineraries out of the Bahamas, and they are very pleased with the number of passengers who have booked on those sailings for this summer. So if you're planning to do something a little different than what you normally do, if you want to make sure you're getting on a ship in June or July, make your reservations now for the Bahamas, Bermuda, or Barbados. 2 itineraries, 7 days each.
Bob, with all of this news coming out, I know that you've been doing some live events, in-person live events here in Florida. And what is that? Please share with us how that's been going.
The response has been absolutely phenomenal. We did a presentation for 54 guests last Tuesday up in the Claremont region, and they were so antsy. They want to travel. They asked great questions. They wanted to know where they could go, when they could go, what do they need to go, and it really paid off. I was very surprised. The agent in Claremont actually did 10 cruise reservations for later on this year. So people want to travel. People want to get out there and go. And now it looks like it's going to start happening in a couple of weeks. Thank goodness.
Well, thank you for that really quick update on the news, Bob. I want to remind everybody, whether you're listening today on Facebook or on YouTube, if you have any questions today, whether for our advisor on the ground there at Disney Springs, Kim, or for Bruce from Disney headquarters, let us know in the comments, and we will try and answer all those questions during today's chat. But I think it's time to bring on some guests. What do you think, Bob?
I think it's time. Get me off the screen. Let's get them on.
Okay. Well, first of all, Bruce Livingston. Hey, Bruce.
Hey, Julia. What's up? Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bruce.
Talk to us. Where are you? What's going on?
Well, I'm in Orlando, Mickey Mouse Central. Just thrilled to be here with talking to you guys. And as I hear you say, I mean, I think we're turning the corner, and I know people want to get out. I know I want to get out and get out of this little square room I've been living in for a year. But I want to get out and experience life, and travel and see my friends and my family and my loved ones. And if that means taking a cruise or going to a Disney park or whatever, that's what I'm going to do in the next couple of months.
And today you're going to be going over several different things. Give us a preview of what you're going to be talking about today.
Okay, well, I represent not just Walt Disney World, but all 5 Disney destinations. That's Walt Disney World, Disneyland, which I am thrilled to say after 412 days of being closed, opened last Friday to California residents only. So we got that open. So, as you said, every week we're getting closer and closer to being fully open. Anyway, Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Aulani, our resort in Hawaii, which is open now for anyone that wants to go to Hawaii. And of course, Adventures by Disney, which of course are not traveling now because of their international destinations, but we do have some domestic destinations that will be happening this summer. And then of course, finally, Disney Cruise Line. And we know they're not sailing yet, but they will be soon, of course, based on CDC and everything. But the huge news about Disney Cruise Line is that last Thursday, April 29th, we revealed our new ship that sails next June 2022. Wow. So we are so excited about that. And that's called the Disney Wish. And that'll join the Disney Magic, the Disney Fantasy, the Disney Dream, and the Disney Wonder. Yes. So number 5, Disney Wish, June of 2022. And it goes on sale in 3 weeks.
Excellent.
Yeah,
fantastic. Excellent. Well, we're going to get into all of that. Oh, Bob, you have a question?
Well, I'll just have some questions during the presentation.
Okay.
So
that's why I'm here.
A few things. Excellent. Thank you, Bruce.
And also, we hope that all of you have questions out there. So bring it on. We're ready for a challenge. Right, Bruce?
Right. Yes, we are. And I can't wait to hear about Kim. And poor thing is out in the Florida heat right now.
Well, speak of the devil, we are going to bring on Kim right now. Kim, how is it going today?
It is going awesome. It's starting to really get busy here. There's a lot of people dressed up. I just saw a brother and sister go past. One was Darth Vader and the other was Princess Leia.
Oh my gosh.
Love it. Well, and I see behind you is...
We've got one of the 2 Star Wars stores at Disney Springs.
Okay.
So I thought I'd take you inside in a few minutes.
Perfect.
That would be awesome. And at the Star Wars Trading Post, I see, what is it that you can do there?
They have a lot of really awesome lightsabers. They have every person from the Star Wars franchise you can think of. My kids were just here this weekend and they were playing around with a couple of them in the store.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to check in with you in a few minutes. We're going to dive into a little bit of Disney with Bruce, and we will see you in a few minutes.
Sounds good.
Stay cool. Stay cool, Kim.
Stay cool. Yeah. May the cool force be with you.
Awesome. Well, I know that we have some slides here. Let's see what we've got here. Bring it, Bruce.
Okay, just you can start going. The magic is here. Yes, folks, the magic is here at Walt Disney World. We've been open since last July at 35% occupancy. So it's certainly not full capacity. People talk about the lines being long now, but that's because of the social distancing. But we'll get that later on. Okay, moving on. Okay, let's just talk briefly. Magic Kingdom Park. So the Magic Kingdom turns 50 years old on October 1st. So we're going to start a spectacular celebration starting October 1st of this year, going for 18 months. And as you can see, we've already started with some renovations, should I say, of that beautiful Cinderella castle. Some pictures there that will give you an idea of what it's going to look like come October 1st with those beautiful iridescent, that's a word you're going to hear again, colors, the swag it's going to turn into something even more beautiful than it already is. So moving
Bruce,
on.
Fantastic.
Well, Bruce, I have a question. For the October 1st event, Have you decided, or has Disney decided, are they going to still be at capacity, or is it going to be based on what the state and federal government say you can do?
Absolutely. At this point in time, you still need a park reservation to get in the park in addition to a ticket. And as of right now, I believe Magic Kingdom is sold out on October 1st. So everyone's hoping that we up that 35% to a bigger number so that there will be more park pass reservations available.
So they had to just keep looking and checking to see if it comes open. Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, but to your point, it'll be based on CDC, state, Florida guidelines. Okay. So, if you go back for a sec, Julie. Okay. So, I want to touch on the 4 parks. We did Magic Kingdom coming up with everything exciting for October 1st. But now, because today is May the 4th, and May the 4th be with you. Love that joke, Star Wars Day. Here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, you've got, in these pictures, the far left is, of course, the Chinese Theater. Then you've got, on top of each other, the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which opened March 4th of 2020, just 2 weeks before the whole world shut down. So there are a lot of people that still have not been on that attraction. And then, of course, the two pictures on the far right are pictures from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Exactly. Okay, so moving on. Okay, here's a cool shot of the Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. There are so many cool shots. I mean, the entire experience takes 27 minutes. The ride's about 15, but like I said, the experience takes about 27 minutes. I mean, you come into this room where you see all the stormtroopers there, and literally you have to think and look carefully to see, I thought they were all real. And they are not. They are robots, but they have them move just slightly enough so you think that they're all human beings.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. Oh, it's just one portion of the entire ride, Rise of the Resistance. Very cool. Okay, moving on. Another cool shot. There's the Millennium Falcon, which is the other huge attraction that's been so popular, where you get to actually drive the Millennium Falcon. Oh, so cool. Okay, moving on.
Oh, there's too many fun things.
Yeah. Oh, so many. The planet Batu there's a lot to do on that planet. But here we've got 2 youngsters with their lightsabers, and of course, a character experience. You've got the one and only Chewbacca the Wookiee. Yes. Awesome. And of course, during these unprecedented times, you're going to see characters, but they're just going to be from a distance. Yeah, no going up and hugging them at this point in time.
Sure. Just slight changes, but from everything I've heard, that people are having a fabulous time, and they're not feeling like they are in some sort of weird rule regulation thing, that Disney has really just made it fun and wonderful. You don't even notice that it's different. It's just different.
You're kind of, in this day and age, it's a crazy real world situation. All of us. So to go to Disney, the magic is still there. I promise you. And at 15% occupancy, basically with 15% occupancy, you don't have to worry about the lines or the crowds. I mean, like I said, the lines are there because the lines are physically distancing. So you're 6 feet away from your party, and it might say an hour for a wait time to a return time, but it's going to be typically less than that time because there's less people in line. It just looks longer because the line goes longer. Yeah. So, and then of course, Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park, the World of Avatar is still there. Pandora, Festival of the Lion King, that awesome Broadway show, comes back this summer. Okay, moving on finally to Epcot, where Epcot, oh my gosh, Epcot is having a whole reimagination right now. Thrilled to say that the new nighttime show, Harmonious, they haven't announced a date yet, but I'm guessing probably around October 1st. And of course, in the France Pavilion, which part of it has been reimagined as well, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure will be opening on October 1st, which of course is the 50th anniversary date.
Bruce, is that going to be Remy's Adventure? Is that a ride of some sort?
It is an attraction. Okay. And for those of you that, it's like a ride with cars, ride vehicles. So anyone can ride it, all heights and ages and everything. So basically you get shrink down to the size of a mouse. So you're running through the kitchen, they're trying to chop you, they're trying to hit you, broom you, whatever, sweep you. But basically you're living the life of a mouse. The only other mouse you live in, not Mickey. Just saying.
His French cousin.
Okay, exactly. So the character cavalcades. So the Magic Kingdom, they're basically like floats that come through the park at different times of the day, unannounced times. So basically, the problem with parades is that what happens? People gather, and we're trying to avoid that because of the social distancing. So over in the middle screen, if you can see it, it's that we have character flotillas on the waterways of Disney's Animal Kingdom. So you see the characters. So you're going to still get a chance to see them. They'll mostly be at a distance. And then, of course, the motorcades that go through Disney's Hollywood Studios. And there's the one and only Mickey and Minnie.
Awesome. Well, I think it's time to check back in with Kim. I'm really curious to see where she can take us. So here, let's go see where she is.
And remember, this is all live.
Yes.
Hey, Kim, talk to us. Talk to us.
So I went inside the trading post just to take a quick little peek around, and I thought I would show you some of the lightsabers and some really cute Coke bottles that I know my family would like. So
okay,
I'm going to flip my camera around real quick.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh, I see ears behind her. Oh, she's flipped. Okay.
Oh, wow.
First of all, this guy scared me so bad.
Oh, this is amazing.
Is that a person?
No, that's a mannequin.
I was going to say, I thought it was a mannequin. Yeah.
Look at all these really cool lightsabers. They have all of them. They've got
those must be the legacy lightsabers. They go like $139 to $199 each. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. They're really
because there
really
are cheaper ones. Yes.
I'll take you by those right now. The store's starting to get a little busy. So I'm trying to keep my distance. But we've got all of these here. This is the one my kids like.
Oh, neat.
They've got so many different ones, and the outfits to go with it, guys. Like, you can get every single piece.
We should be wearing those.
As much as you want. The Ray costume is, I've got all girls, so that's what they would go for.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Look at all that.
Wow.
It's so fun. I was
great
before.
That's cool. It's time for some shopping. I think we all need to take a little shopping trip. The whole team.
Exactly. And then here's the really fun Coke bottles that are exclusive to Disney.
Oh, I've seen those. Yes.
Oh. Can you go closer? I want to get up close. Ooh. That's really neat.
Yeah. This store has everything.
Wow.
You could spend a lot of time in here and a lot of money.
I was going to say, and a lot of money.
So we've got some pins. I really like the mystery collections just because you never know what you're going to get.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
always
a little game.
Those pins from Disney are just so
my kids for Easter,
fantastic.
That's what they got. They got a board that they could put all of their pins on. So when we go to the parks, they can pick the ones that they want to trade.
Bruce, just a question. Are they still allowing the pin trading that they used to allow?
Unfortunately, it's on hold right now because for COVID regulations.
Look at this. What is that? What are these?
Action figures.
Oh.
And there's that Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Wow, what detail.
And by the way, I'm loving all of the t-shirts. I keep noticing people's t-shirts as they walk by with the Star Wars.
Yes.
Today's the day.
Today's the day.
Yes.
This is what we got my dog. My dog also has a BB-8 ID tag. So.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, but it's definitely getting busier in here.
Yes.
But what's cool is it's not crazy. It's not crazy busy. You can get in. This is a great time to go.
Right. I didn't have to wait in line to get in. So that's always a plus.
And it's
And
not.
remember, this is Disney Springs. She's not even inside the park. If you don't have time, maybe you're visiting Orlando, you don't have time to have a full day, but you do want to go have some Disney, you can just hit Disney Springs, and there's pieces of Disney everywhere.
Disney Springs is a phenomenal place now that it's been remodeled. It's spectacular.
Right.
It is. It is. We really enjoy coming. We usually come once a week just to get our Disney fix.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic. I'm going to go back to Bruce's updates. And then, Kim, is there anything else in here that we need to see before we jump back to Bruce?
I think this is good, but I'm getting hungry. So I'm going to go see if I can find any Star Wars treats.
Excellent. We will check in a few minutes and see if you found some treats.
Kim, if you
All
try
right.
the ganachery and amarettes have Star Wars treats right now.
Okay, that's where I'm going to go.
Okay, excellent. Okay,
Perfect.
let's resume. Okay, here we go. And continuing on.
Okay, so at Epcot, of course, we've got the seasonal events, Festival of the Arts in January, February, and then right now going on is, of course, the Flower and Garden Festival. So that ends later this month, and then we get ready for June, July, and then in August, the Food and Wine Festival will be back.
Love it. That's my favorite.
Yes, it is. Okay, moving on. Okay, just briefly, Disney Resort hotels. I don't know if you know that there are 30,000 hotel rooms that are owned and operated by Disney on Disney property. Wow. I mean, that's a little trivia question for you. Do you know there's also 30,000 hotel rooms in the city of Washington, D.C.? So the same number of hotel rooms in Washington, D.C. are on Disney property. It's crazy.
Wow.
But just to let you know, Disney's Riviera Resort opened in December, right before the pandemic. Which is a beautiful new resort that is theming after the Paris, France area with the era of back in the early 1900s. And then, of course, the Grand Destino Tower was added to Disney's Coronado Springs. And with those two, you also have the addition of the Disney Skyliner, which happened, a little bit before the coronavirus took over the world.
Hey, Bruce, one question or a comment about the resorts. If you've never gotten to the Disney hotels in Christmas,
right,
you really need to take the time to go to see those beautiful lobbies. They're absolutely gorgeous. And you've added several rooftop bars and things, I understand, to a lot of the resorts.
Right,
also.
and one of those is on top of Disney's Riviera Resort called Topolino's. Yes.
Excellent.
And, of course, another one is on top of Disney's Coronado Springs Grand Destino Tower, which views that are amazing, especially at night when the fireworks and nighttime shows are taking place, which, of course, they aren't taking place now, but they'll be back soon enough.
Good. Thank you.
Okay, so back to the slideshow.
Before we get back to that, I think it's time for another little Star Wars break. And this is, I want you to know, if you ever want to build your own lightsaber, this is a little taste of what it can look like. I just love that. It just makes, I'm like ready to go.
I just want to know if you have a lightsaber. Yeah.
Bruce, why now?
Okay. Why now? Because there are some current offers and packages going on right now. We've got right now Spring into Magic for stays most nights between now and July 10th. And you just have to book it by May 27th. And then next slide talks about the Florida Resident Discovery Disney ticket if you're from the state of Florida. Valid most dates from now until June 18th. For Florida residents, remember that. Moving on, and of course, things to know before you go. And And I will say, as far as the offers, a new offer just came out actually yesterday that starts July 11th and goes until September 26th. So that's another thing to know, with up to 25% off Disney resorts. Okay, so things to know before you go, briefly touching on these. Next slide. And basically, things that you need to know, that park tickets and park hopper options. We are allowing park hoppers now, but it's just done a little differently than before. So if you have a park hopper, you can't hop to a second park until 2 p.m. So first of all, you have to get a Disney Park Pass reservation. So you have a ticket, you get a reservation. Once you say you have a reservation for Disney's Hollywood Studios, which is the one that seems to be filling up the fastest these days, then you can, after 2 p.m., you can park hop to one of the other parks based on availability, of course. Magic bands, of course, are still a happening item. And then Disney Fast Pass is now on hold. So we are not using Disney Fast Pass. Now, it's funny because I've had a lot of people say that's a good thing, that's a bad thing. The good thing is that people say, you know what, Bruce, I like it because I'm not looking at my phone all day looking to find out, running the battery down on my phone, looking to find out where my next Fast Pass is. Because everyone stands in the same line.
Do we have any indicator though when
we don't? Yeah, we don't. It's
because for the planners, it's that peace of mind. So absolutely. I can understand though two different sides of the coin, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes. But for the more laid back, it's like, oh, so what? I'm just waiting in line. Okay. Now,
and remember, Go Travel agents, we are an authorized Disney vacation planner.
Yes, you are.
We have the ears.
Yes.
So any Go Travel agent can help you make any arrangements you need.
Yes, and I made sure that logo was on the very first slide.
Yeah, I know, I saw, that's what reminded me of it.
And it's nice. Again, we are the largest privately owned travel agency here in Central Florida with multiple locations throughout the area. So we are on the ground with people on the ground like Kim, who are at Disney all the time and really know their stuff. So reach out if you do want to book.
Okay, so what to expect? Basically, enhanced safety measures all the way across the board. So we're cleaning, whether it's in the theme parks, whether it's in the resort hotels, we're cleaning. And, next slide. There's our commitment to safety, whether it's in the common areas, housekeeping in the rooms. You ask, how can we do that? Well, it's little things like easy access to hand washing facilities and hand sanitizer dispensers, end of day sanitation procedures, individually wrapped glassware, things like that are going to make it safe. And hopefully this will all be behind us in the next couple of months, but still we want to be safety.
Well, Disney's always been known for
being
immaculate.
Exactly. Okay. So the enhanced safety features and measures real quick. Number 1 is face coverings. Number 2, next slide, is, of course, temperature screenings. Must undergo a temperature screen to get into a theme park or Disney Springs. Number 3 is physical distancing. And as you saw Kim in the store, you saw the markings for keeping people, socially distanced. And finally, number 4 is contactless payments. Locations accepting contactless payments, including Disney gift cards, and, of course, their magic bands.
And what's cool, you guys had the contactless payments option for quite a while, especially with the bands and everything. So that wasn't too big of a jump for you guys.
Exactly. It's almost like we knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And the other thing I want to note is you may hear of long lines, but keep in mind there's all the distancing. So it makes the appearance of longer lines when you first see them. But
the look is worse than the reality.
Right. Exactly. It's like a Monet.
Yeah.
Okay. Then My Disney Experience, which is My Disney Experience is the app that you want to download once you're planning your trip to Disney, because that'll help with your tickets, your park reservations, your dining reservations, everything from your hotel reservations, all those things that Go Travel can help you book.
It's funny. When I was cleaning out the other day, when I told you, Bruce, earlier that I was at the opening of Disney on October 1st, 1971, I found my A through E ticket booklet.
Wow.
A complete booklet that we never used. Can I get money for that, I wonder?
Put it on eBay.
Okay.
Okay, so just talking quickly about the Magic Band, it's create, link, reserve. So you need to create it by signing in to your My Disney experience, register and sign in, and then that's where you're going to link your reservations, your tickets, or your passes, and then from there you can book your park reservations. And all this can be done with the assistance of your Go travel agent.
Yes. It's very, very simple to do.
I mean, and that's the thing, location, location, location. Yes. You guys being the queen of Central Florida, yeah, your travel advisors are really enjoying the parks literally every week.
And we have several Disney experts that work for us also.
Right. Okay, next slide.
All
okay,
right.
Park reservations, we talked about that quickly. Next slide. The park pass system, because if you take one thing away from this, it's you have to have a ticket and a park reservation to go to the parks right now. Hopefully that'll go away in the future, but for right now, you have to have a reservation and a ticket. Okay?
I think the big news is don't book a flight down to Orlando and expect to just show up and be able to walk in.
Right. Don't fill your car with gas. You're not getting in unless you've done your work.
Yeah. So it's like book the tickets and the park passes first and then book your flights. Yes.
Yeah. It's a little different from before where you could just do that.
Right. Bruce, speaking of advanced reservations, how are holidays looking for the future, like Memorial Day or 4th of July? Do you have any idea?
Memorial Day, 4th of July. They're good right now, and it's like perfect timing for this slide because this slide tells you the park reservation availability calendar. If it'll let you know, are all 4 parks available, which means the days are green, are none of the parks available, which means it's grayed out, or are 1 or 2 or 3 of the parks not available, which are the gold or yellow. I'm colorblind, so it's gold or yellow to me. But that gives you an idea. The closer we get in, because you can book a reservation now from now until the end of 2022.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's hope we're not using it back then in 2022. Okay. And just finally, some key reminders. You must have a Disney account in order to access the My Disney experience. Each guest 3 and up must have a valid park admission and a park reservation. And you can book park reservations for your entire travel party. And you must book park reservations for each day you wish to visit a park. So if you're there for 4 days, you need to have 4 separate reservations. So, okay. And then moving on, I know I mentioned it, but Go Travel, you guys are all about the cruises. The Disney Wish, which is our 5th crown jewel that will be added to the Disney fleet come June of 2022. And we are so excited. The big reveal was last week, and it's going to be amazing. And as we talked earlier, it's going to have the first Disney attraction on a cruise ship called the Aqua Mouse. Who's shocked about that?
Who's going to greet you in the lobby? Which princess is going to be in the lobby?
Oh, it's going to be Cinderella.
Yes.
Yes. Oh. It's gonna be absolutely gorgeous.
Bruce, just quickly, how does this ship differ maybe from the people who maybe sailed on the Wonder or the Fantasy in the past? What's the silhouette is very similar.
Yes, absolutely. It's a little larger. So it is a little larger. The thing is that with 4 ships that we've had running for the last 10 to 20 years, we can fine tune things that are more popular or less popular. We've got, of course, adult exclusive areas, which, everyone thinks, oh, a Disney cruise, it's all kids. Well, it's not true because there are certain levels on different ships that are not accessible by children.
Right. Which, by the way, Steve wanted to point out that, this lightsabers are not just for kids too.
Right. Oh, I thought he meant a Disney cruise.
Both.
Exactly. So there's going to be just some distinct differences. I mean, if you walked into all 5 ships in the main area right as you enter, you're going to know which ship you're on. But it's, of course, everyone wants the shiny new penny.
Yeah, and she's going to be sailing out of Port Canaveral.
Yes, the inaugural cruise is out of Port Canaveral, and then it'll start with 3 and 4 night cruises to the to Castaway Cay, our private island, and of course the Bahamas. The inaugural cruise, June 9th, will have it's 5 nights. It's 2 days at sea, 1 night in the Bahamas, and 1 night or 1 day at Castaway Cay. So. Okay. So I also wanted to say, next slide. If you're really a Star Wars fan, there's a couple places to really get your Star Wars fix. And of course, Disney's Hollywood Studios is the #1 where you're going to visit the Planet Batuu with those 2 awesome rides, attractions. And then of course, Disney Springs, so you can go there, as we mentioned, where Kim is right now. But here we have Star Wars Day at Sea, which is available in certain Caribbean themed or Caribbean destination 7-night cruises on the Disney Fantasy. And one day of that 7-day cruise becomes Star Wars Day. So it's not the entire cruise time. So it's not too much, but one day they deck the ship out as if you are flying into a galaxy far, far away. And here's a great example of a little boy with the stormtroopers on the open sea.
And by the way, at the end of this show today, coming up after we touch back in with Kim, we are going to show you a video of what it is like on a Star Wars day at sea. This is a video it was pre 2020, so it may not look exactly the same one day, but it's going to give you a very, very nice idea.
As if I didn't know you were going to do the video.
Oh, no, but hey, you've teed it up perfect. You've teed it up perfectly. So in a second, we're going to go back to Kim, but I did want to highlight one of our Disney specialists has put together a special Star Wars kind of package. So if you are a Star Wars fanatic and you want someone to curate a very specific trip for you, specifically for Star Wars, she put together a couple of ideas. These are from Laura, but reach out to us because our team can put some of these together. Also,
and this is for 2022, by the way. It's not for today. It's for next year.
Okay. Right. This is for people if you just love it and you want to just dive right into Star Wars. I just wanted to put a couple options up here. One is the Disney World package, and then the other one is the Disney Resort package. And I will leave all of those details to the experts because this is beyond my expertise. But shall we check back in with Kim?
Let's see if she's melted yet.
Yeah, I know. With those desserts, if she found them.
Okay.
Here they are.
Okay, so I didn't melt, but my dessert did. They actually sold out of all their Star Wars treats. So I got a cute little Mickey, but his poor ears are all melted.
Oh, he's melting.
Okay.
So,
that's horrible.
So he's really cute. But yeah, so I missed it by like an hour. They sold out like an hour ago, but they'll still have treats tomorrow. So get here early to Springs if you'd like one.
Oh, they'll still have Star Wars treats tomorrow.
They told me until tomorrow.
Yes, today and tomorrow. Yeah.
It's never just one day at Disney.
No.
It's several.
Yeah.
No.
Well, and Kim, how is it like eating there at Disney Springs? How does it work? You find it and you're able to take your mask while you're eating?
Yes. Well, I'm sitting and stationary and socially distanced. I can take my mask down while I eat and drink. So I took it to go and I'm just sitting outside, right outside of World of Disney on a cute little table with a nice umbrella.
Perfect.
Oh,
Shade me from the sun a little bit.
Now you're going to have to eat that quickly, but it'll taste good.
Yeah. Can I
Melted
tell
or
you
solid
guys
is always
our
good.
favorite Star Wars day? Is
Story?
that okay?
Yes, tell us.
So this is pre-COVID. Keep in mind, I have 3 girls who they all wanted to fight Darth Vader. In Hollywood Studios, they used to have that where the kids could battle Darth Vader.
Right.
So we got there early. We got our time slots. They're all ready to go. And I prepared them. It's Darth Vader. You're okay. You know. Darth Maul walks out too. Their face kind of drops because they're like, he's really freaky looking.
Yeah.
He's kind of scary. Thankfully, we got Darth Vader and we got some really fun pictures of them with their lightsabers up against his as they are, beating Darth Vader.
That's a keeper.
It absolutely. That's going on the graduation board next year for my oldest.
That's right. Great. Oh, next year. Wow.
Next year, yeah.
Little Disney magic.
Yes, absolutely. And like you said, it's here. It's everywhere. It may look a little different, but
Yeah, it's the magic is here.
It's
It really
still
is.
there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just different. Yeah.
It's just different. Yes. But I have to eat some of this before it completely melts. So I
Enjoy
just
it,
lost
Kim.
the other ear.
Okay. We're jealous.
Thanks, Kim.
While we're here, I want to thank Kim. Thank you so much for just being out there today. This is amazing. Do you have any other words of advice for people thinking to go to Disney, or just from your perspective?
I moved from Wisconsin last June. So this is my first year living down here. We always vacationed here. What I've learned living here the last year is when it comes to the mask, you need to have extras along. I was only here for a couple hours and it's hot. It's not unbearable. You take your breaks when you need to, drink a lot of water, but bring some extra masks along for the water rides and how hot it is. But you guys, we love being down here. We're so happy being close to Mickey.
We're all so cute. That is great advice. I haven't heard anybody mention that before, but that really makes a lot of sense, especially in the Florida heat.
Yes, we just did a water ride this past weekend, and soak doesn't even describe how wet I was, and I had to walk around with my wet mask because I didn't take my own advice.
Bring a change of underwear too for those rides.
I really could have used
underwear
that too.
And shorts.
Whoever sat on the rides after me that whole afternoon, I'm sorry, your seat was wet.
Oh my gosh.
Bruce, any final comments today? We're gonna end in a minute here with our beautiful Star Wars Day at Sea.
I know.
I want to hear
one
from
more exciting piece of news is that some news came out today about the new Star Wars hotel that is opening up next year right behind Disney's Hollywood Studios. And it's called the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. And it's going to be like a cruise situation where everyone checks in together for 2 nights.
Oh,
so
that's neat.
An immersive experience where you can see, feel, and live Star Wars in a whole new way. So stay tuned for details on that. But it is being built right now as we speak. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser.
I'm ready to roll.
On May the 4th.
Me too. I might even get down there.
Yeah, totally.
Sounds like fun.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us today on our Star Wars adventure. May the 4th be with you. Remember, if you would like to book any of your next Disney trips or any type of travel vacation out there, we have a specialist for it. So to connect with a specialist, just visit us at gotravel.com. Let us know what you're looking for. We want to get to know you. We want to know what your passions are. We want to handcraft something beautiful, amazing, so that you have a once-in-a-lifetime experience that you will remember a long time. So thank you for joining us. We're going to end on a beautiful, beautiful video. And again, thank you, Bruce. Appreciate you so much for being here and really giving us all the updates straight from the source.
From the mouse's mouth.
Yeah. Straight from the mouse, yes. And Kim, appreciate so much you, sweating through the Florida hot sun, but it's great to see people having a good time at Disney today. So
enjoy your dessert.
May the 4th be with you all.
Yes.
Bye.